Museum Penerangan located in Taman Mini Indonesia Indah Complex, East Jakarta. Taman Mini Indonesia Indah has several entrances and we enter from Gate 1. The price of entrance ticket like the one on this picture. Here, visitors not only can go to Museum Penerangan, but you can go to Sport Museum, the Soldier Museum, and more museums. Visit to tribal house from different parts of Indonesia, various houses worship, water park, playground, and the most famous is Keong Mas Theater. Before entering the museum, we must wash our hands, then measure temperature. Don't forget to wear a mask and keep your distance. The officer will direct us to fill out the e-cast book. Oh yeah guys, the entry ticket price is free, so don't let you not visit here, okay?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, how are you today? Great? Okay. I am Nazwa Anastasya and in this video I'll be guiding you in the virtual tour of the Museum Penerangan Taman Mini Indonesia Indah and enjoy the video.
Taman Mini Indonesia Indah was inaugurated on April 20, 1993 by Presiden Soeharto. The museum building is star-shaped, symbolizing Pancasila. The roof is a cylinder with transmitter tower representing traditional and modern communication. At the front of the museum, there is a monument Fire Never Ended. 5 statues of the flag were spreading information to the public. And the fountain that symbolize either mutual communication or interaction between government, community, and the media. In all, this museum represents a history of lighting and communication from the national movement to Indonesia modern. Why is it called Museum Penerangan? Why is it not a museum of information and communication? Okay guys, the name of Museum Penerangan refers to the name of the department before the Reformation era, namely Departemen Penerangan when the museum was founded. After the revitalization in 2018 until 2020, the manager of the Museum Penerangan changed the arrangement of the collection object based on a chronological plot or arranged based on a timeline from before 1945 until Reformasi, and Reformasi until now.
Now we enter to the exhibition hall in the first floor. And when you enter the room, you will be greeted with a collection of Taman. Taman is a traditional communication tools, and in ancient time, Taman is used for danger zone, alarm sign, and many others. And here there are 2 types of Taman. First is encourage Taman, the second is the guarantee Taman, and the third is green Taman. On the left side, there is storyline about development of information and communication system from year to year. And in this place, you can see the historical times regarding information and communication system.
And this is the red ball. Red ball is used by Dayak tribe to convey message to the community to be aware of the other ethnic disturbance.
Next storyline is in 1885. This is about Retno Dumilah newspaper. Retno Dumilah newspaper is the one of collection of this museum. And do you know, in the 1800s, the cinema first entered Batavia, and people call it a living picture. And in the 1825, the Dutch colonial government built the radio, the name is Batavia Radio Vereniging or BRV. And in the 1833, the native of Indonesia was founded radio. The name is Solo Radio Vereniging or SRV. Next, we move on the storyline in 1835 is establishment of Mabro, was founded in Yogyakarta to broadcast event about Indonesian culture. And this is the collection of Mabro microphone. And this is the collection of radio from the Nirom period. This radio is used to broadcast news about politics and culture. Here also there are several collections of typewriter, camera, and radio used during the Japanese colonial period. Now we are in the storyline in 1862, where on August 24, TVRI or Televisi Republik Indonesia was established. And this is one collection from TVRI, the TVRI transmitter. This transmitter was used to document the fourth Asian Games in 1962 and Gen 4 in 1963 with 100 power and it could reach Jakarta and its surrounding area.
Miniature of Sumatra folk performance. This miniature tells about regional folk performance in Sumatra as a medium of information. Next is miniature Javanese folk performance. Folk perform their culture and welcome the interpreter well. Miniature Balinese folk show. With a hospitality of the Balinese people, the interpreter was well received. Folk perform performance as a medium of information.
We are in the storyline, the history of radio in Indonesia, and this is a collection, radio in Indonesia.
Monitoring radio was used by RRI. Cawang Transistor Radio. Purwantoro Village Radio. This radio was used by the people of the Purwantoro village in Wonogiri. Ralin Philips Radio. The village radio and a very well-known radio is Radio Telefunken. 17 status of lighting figure, they are Sudarjo Cokrosisworo, Samratulangi, Tirto Hadisuryo, Usmar Ismail, Sutopo Wonoboyo, Cak Durasim, Abdul Rival, and many more. If you are curious, let's visit Museum Penerangan and feel the fun.
Now we are in the storyline in Layar Kaca Nasional. The storyline is about the story of Television Republik Indonesia or TVRI. And in here you can see all kinds of logo from TVRI from 1962 until now.
You can play this by turning, and you will find the TVRI logo by any given year.
Next, this is TVRI show, namely World on News, aired for 13 minutes from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m.
Camera used in broadcasting program on TVRI especially for outdoor event. At the bottom is a lamp to lighting when broadcasting.
Next, we move on the studio signal. Let's go! On April 5, 1981, the Unyil is premiered on TVRI. The creator is Mr. Suryadi, or usually known as Mr. Raden. In here, you not only can see, but you can interact and touch this doll. This is Unyil and his friend. And guys, you can see how to make Unyil doll.
Do you know that Unyil dolls is made of clay? The body uses a wooden support.
on the next studio is TVRI Studio. You can see the condition when the broadcasting in the process.
News anchor, voice control officer, and cameraman.
When you are from the TVRI Studio, in the left side, there are storyline about the Department Penerangan, or now changed to the Ministry of the Information and Communication, and this is the collection.
Jin Kanshan 35mm film projector. The projector was used as an operational tool for screen film in 1978 in West Java. The nation's live information operational diorama. The natural disaster prevention operation diorama. The motorcycle used by the interpreter when conveying information to the people in Ciasem, Subang, West Java.
Now we are in the RRI Studio. And this is the picture when broadcaster is broadcast on the process. Now we are in the wall of the frame. Here are photos from the Minister of the Information and Communication from the first. He is Mr. Sharifudin until the ministry in 2019 until now is Mr. Chu. Now we are in the storyline in technology graphica. In here you can see the story of Pars Indonesia, and you can try to use typewriter like this. And this is the collection of the typewriter. First, this is the Arabian typewriter, Japanese letter typewriter, the 1945 typewriter, the 1949 typewriter. This is tall printing machine. Tall printing machine is used for writer newspaper, which were then distributed to the public. To the diorama. First, this is diorama about commemoration of the birthday of TVRI, and the second diorama is about preparation Methodemila newspaper, where the spirit nationalism is raised by the newspaper and face to face. And on the next diorama, it's about Communist Army attack RRI Studio, where the Communist Army forbid RRI broadcaster to tell the truth, or broadcaster have to lie. Diorama is diorama of Indonesia success on the World Food Day, where dissemination of communication and information Indonesia success becoming a self-sufficient country in the world. To the best home pencapir. Home pencapir is a group of listener, readers, and viewers.
Diorama of a giant meeting in Ikada Field happened on September 19, 1945 and captured by a filmmaker and photographer. Saints diorama. This diorama is a description of the continued form of communication that takes place in a countryside during the months of Ramadan.
After watching this virtual tour, are you even more excited to visit the museum? Maybe usually when you hear the word of museum, first on your mind is dark, of interest, and scary. But it's not when you go to Museum Penerangan. In here, you not only can study, but you can interaction with the museum collection. So, what are you waiting for? Make sure that Museum Penerangan is on your list vacation when you go to Taman Indonesia Indah. That's all the video of this virtual tour.